So good afternoon, children. So in the morning session, we discussed about equality of matrices, isn't it? Two matrices are said to be equal. Two matrices are equal if the order is same and the corresponding elements are same. Now we are going to learn the other operations. The next operation we are going to learn is addition of matrices. Write the heading, addition of matrices. Addition of matrices. Addition of matrices. Okay, so suppose we want to add two matrices. Suppose A is a matrix and B is another matrix. We can add two matrices if their orders are same. Is it clear? We can add two matrices only if their orders are same. If A is an m by n matrix means we can add this with another m by n matrix. Okay, we can add an m by n matrix with another m by n matrix. If the order is different, we'll not be able to add two matrices of the same order. If A and B are of same order, we can define A plus B. Okay, suppose A is an m by n matrix and B is another m by n matrix. A is equal to, we denote like this. A is matrix Aij and B is equal to matrix Bij. Then A plus B is given by Aij plus Bij. That is same as we add the corresponding entries. We add the corresponding entries and A plus B is also an m by n matrix. If A is an m by n matrix and B is an m by n matrix, then A plus B is also an m by n matrix. The sum is obtained by adding the corresponding elements. Okay, A plus B is a matrix obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. A plus B is obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. We can add the corresponding elements. Is it okay? If A and B are two matrices of the same order, then we can define addition. If the order is different, we'll not be able to add two matrices. If the order is different, we can't add. Is it clear? Is it okay, children? Addition means order must be same. With a 2 by 2 matrix, we can add another 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, with a 2 by 2 matrix, we'll not be able to add a 3 by 3 matrix because the order is different. If the order is same means we can add the corresponding entries. Look at the example. Look at the next example. Suppose A is equal to matrix 1, 2, 3, 9, 0, minus 1. B is equal to matrix 4, 5, minus 3, minus 2, 1, 7. So what is A plus B? Look at here. A is a matrix of order 2 by 3. B is a matrix of order 2 by 3. So matrices are of same order. Now we can add. How to add? Add the corresponding entries. 1 plus 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. Then 2 plus 5, 7. 3 plus minus 3, 0. 9 minus 2, 7. 0 plus 1, 1. Minus 7, minus 1 plus 7, which is 6. Is it okay? Is it clear? Huh? Is it okay, Femina? Shubham?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shubham? Shubham is there? No. Okay. Is it okay, children? We add the corresponding entries. We add the corresponding entries. So can you tell me what will be A minus B? A is the same matrix, B is the same matrix. What will be A minus B? Listen children. A minus B will be defined as A plus minus B. It is defined as A plus negative of B. A minus B we can define as A plus minus of B. So that is same as, okay, what is the matrix A here? 1, 2, 3, 9, 0, minus 1 plus minus of B. What is meant by minus of B? Negative of the matrix. Negative of the matrix B. That means we multiply the matrix B by minus 1. When you multiply by minus 1, we get minus 4, minus 5, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 7. So it will be A plus minus B. Yes, Aparna, what is the answer?
Ma'am, minus 3.
Minus 3. Again,
Minus 3.
minus 3.
Ma'am,
6,
11.
11.
6.
Minus 1 and minus 8. Is it clear, children? Is it correct? Okay, Tomlin. Here, we can define subtraction. We can define subtraction if the matrices A and B are of same order. If they are of same order. If A and B are of same order only, we can define the addition as well as subtraction. If A and B are of same order, we can define addition as well as subtraction. If A and B are of same order, we can define addition as well as subtraction. Okay, write the next question. A is equal to set, sorry, not set, matrix 2, 3, 0, minus 1. B is equal to matrix 1, 2, minus 1, 0. 1, 2, minus 1, 0. And C is equal to matrix 3, 1, 2, 0. 3, 1, 2, 0. A is equal to matrix 2, 3, 0, minus 1. B is 1, 2, minus 1, 0. C is 3, 1, 2, 0. Verify that A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So try this, children. We have to do the LHS. Okay, we have to do LHS. We have to do RHS. Okay, we can start with LHS. In LHS, what we have? A plus B plus C, isn't it? So that is A. What is matrix A? 2, 3, 0, minus 1 plus B plus C. 1, 2, minus 1, 0 plus C. 3, 1, 2, 0. We have to add these two. So that is matrix 2, 3, 0, minus 1 plus. First, we have to add these two, isn't it? Bodmas rule. Within the brackets, we should add first. So when you add this, Tomlin, give me what is B plus C?
Ma'am, 4,
Ah,
3,
ah,
9, 1, 0.
0. And what about this one? When you add these two, what you will get? Karthik?
Ma'am, 6, 6, 1 minus 1.
1 minus 1. Okay, name this as equation 1. I name this as equation 1. Same way, you do the RHS and check whether they are equal. We should get equal. Okay, it will be equal only. Okay, children. Okay, children, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now write the next one. Next definition is negative of a matrix. Write the heading. Negative of a matrix. What is meant by negative of a matrix? Now only we did, isn't it? Suppose one matrix is given. Suppose a matrix capital A is given. Okay, suppose A is a matrix of order m by n. Then, listen children, we can write this afterwards. The negative of the matrix capital A. Negative of the matrix capital A is obtained by multiplying each element of A by -1. Okay, negative of the matrix A is obtained by multiplying each element of A by multiplying each element of A by -1. We multiply each element of A by -1. Okay, and is denoted by, and it is denoted by -A, and is denoted by -A. Okay, so negative of a matrix is obtained by multiplying each element of A by -1, and it is denoted by -A. Okay, for example, children, suppose A is a matrix, A is a matrix Aij of order m by n. Then minus A is obtained. Look at here, children, how I am writing minus A. It is minus of Aij. Each element we multiply by one negative sign. So minus A is minus of Aij of order m by n. It is a matrix of order m by n. Okay, so two things we have learned now. Which are the two things? First one is addition. Second one is subtraction. Now, this is the third one. Negative of a matrix. Negative of a matrix means we multiplied each element of the matrix by one negative sign. We multiplied by one negative sign. Up to this, is it okay? Karthik, Tomlin?
Yes, ma'am.
The next one, the fourth one we are going to learn is, fourth one, multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. That means we are going to multiply a matrix by a scalar, by a non-zero scalar number, by a non-zero real number. Okay. For example, suppose A is a matrix given by matrix Aij of order m by n. Let us take one example. After that, we can go through the definition. If you look at the example, you'll understand easily. Suppose A is equal to matrix 2, 1, 3, 5. Okay, 2, 1, 3, 5. What will be 2A? Look at here. Here we multiply the matrix by a scalar. By a number we are multiplying. We multiply the matrix by a scalar. We multiply the matrix A by 2. That is same as multiplying each element by 2. So we will get 4, 2, 6, 10. Is it okay? We multiply each element by that non-zero scalar. What will be 5A? What will be 5A? Femina, what will be 5A? Can you give the matrix 5A?
Ma'am, 10,
Yes, 10.
5,
Hmm.
15,
Ah.
25.
25. Okay, so here what we are doing here, we multiply each element by that scalar. Same way here, suppose, okay, we are generalizing it. We'll write the definition now. A is a matrix Aij. Then what is Ka? We multiply the matrix by a non-zero scalar K. So Ka will be same as, it is again a matrix which is obtained by multiplying each entry by K. We multiply each entry of the matrix by K, and the order will be again m by n matrix. Order is not changing here. If A is a matrix of order m by n, then Ka is a matrix obtained by multiplying each entry of the matrix by K. Multiply each entry of the matrix by K. So it will be same as matrix Kaij of order m by n. Order is m by n. Is it okay, children? So till now we have learned 4 types of operation. Morning we discussed about equality. Okay, after that, in this session we discussed about addition of two matrices, subtraction of two matrices, negative of a matrix, then multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Now write the next heading. Properties of matrix addition. Properties of matrix addition. Properties of matrix addition. First one, matrix addition is commutative. Matrix addition is commutative. What is meant by commutative? Matrix addition is commutative means
Add in.
if we change the order, isn't it? When you change the order, it will not affect the answer. A plus B will be same as B plus A. Matrix addition is commutative. Second one, matrix addition is associative. Matrix addition is associative. It is associative. What is meant by associative? If we add three elements, okay, when we add three matrices, we can add in this order A plus B plus C or A plus B plus C. Both are same. Now, third one, additive identity. What will be the additive identity? What is the additive identity, children? What is additive identity? In number system, which is the additive identity? If you take numbers, integers, which is the additive identity? Which is the additive identity? Yes, Karthik?
1 plus 0 is 1.
1 plus 0 is 1. So which is the additive identity? Which is the additive identity? 0. Okay, with 0, if you add any element, we will get the same elements. Okay, if he joined both 1 and 0. 1 is multiplicative identity. Okay, 1 is multiplicative. With 1, if you multiply any number, we will get the same number. 0 is the additive identity. Okay, okay, note down it. Don't okay. Don't mix it with 1 and 0. 1 is multiplicative identity. 0 is the additive identity. So here in matrix, which is additive identity? 0 matrix. What is meant by 0 matrix? A matrix with all the entries are 0. A matrix with all the entries are 0 means it is called a 0 matrix. Okay. It may be like this 0, 0, 0, 0. Or it may be a 2 by 3 matrix. It can be in any order. So a matrix with all the entries 0 is called a 0 matrix. So 0 matrix is the identity matrix. 0 matrix is the identity matrix. This 0 matrix, we can call this as null matrix. Sorry. 0 matrix is otherwise called a null matrix. It is otherwise called null matrix. Okay. The 0 matrix is denoted by O. Big letter. Okay, alpha. Okay, capital letter O. 0 matrix is denoted by O. It is not 0. It is denoted by big letter O. O means all the elements are 0, 0, 0, 0. So that A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. The next one is additive inverse. Additive inverse. What is the additive inverse of 5? What about the additive inverse of 5? What is the additive inverse of 5? Aparna. Additive inverse of 5 is? Additive inverse of 5 is minus 5. Additive inverse of 5 is minus 5. You just change the sign, isn't it? What is additive inverse of minus 10?
10.
Additive inverse of negative 10 is
10.
10. What is additive inverse of 2 by 3?
Minus 2 by 3.
Very good. Okay, minus 2 by 3. We just change the sign. In order to find the additive inverse, we just change the sign. Same way for a matrix A. If you are given a matrix A, additive inverse of a matrix A is minus A. It's negative. Okay, additive inverse of the matrix A is additive inverse of the matrix A is minus A. Okay, so that's A plus minus A is equal to minus A plus A will be equal to always 0. A plus minus A is equal to minus A plus A is equal to 0. 0 matrix, null matrix. We will get 0. Whenever we write matrix equal to 0 means it is equal to a 0 matrix, null matrix. Okay. Here 0 means it is 0 matrix, null matrix. It is not equal to the element 0. Here it is equal to the matrix 0. Okay. So today we have discussed 4 types of operations in set. Sorry, not in set, in matrix. Which are the 4 operations? Matrix addition, subtraction, scalar multiplication, negative of a matrix. Go through all these operations and come for the next class. In the next class, we will be learning matrix multiplication and we have to do problems also. Okay. So if you are thorough with this 4, the next one also we can learn it easily. Okay. So now I call Aditya Satyan. Aditya, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Attend the seminar. Okay, Aditya. I'll make you as first. Okay, get. Yeah. Okay. Start. You can do.
Ma'am, Aditya is muted.
Who is muted?
Aditya.
Whom?
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Myself, Aditya, here to take the seminar on the topic solving linear inequalities graphically. So you have to solve linear inequality. First, when you get a linear inequality, make it into linear equality. So here is one question. X plus 2y less than or equal to 10. X plus y greater than or equal to 1. X minus y less than or equal to 0. X is greater than or equal to 0. Y is greater than or equal to 0. So first equation, x plus 2y is less than or equal to 10. So it's a linear inequality. We have to make it into linear equality by changing the sign less than or equal to 10 as equal to 10. Then you have to find the value of x and y. So I give here x as 0. Then I got y as 5. In the equation, x plus 2y is equal to 10. 2y is equal to 10. 2y is equal to 10 and y is equal to 10 by 2 and y is equal to 5. So I got a 0.05. and I gave here y as 0, then I got x as 10. So the point is 10, 0. So we have to plot the points in the graph paper. 0, 5 and 10, 0. 0, 5 lies in y-axis and 10, 0 lies in x-axis. And then what you have to do is you have to find the area which is to be shaded. You have to give x and y as 0 in the equation x plus 2y less than or equal to 10. So you got 0 less than or equal to 10. So you have to shade the region which is below the line. So this is how to find the shaded region. And then next equation, x plus y greater than or equal to 1. You have to make the linear inequality into linear equality, that is x plus y is equal to 1. Change the sign and make into linear equality. Then you have to give x 0, you got the y value as 1, and y 0, you got the value x value as 1. So you got the points as 0, 1 and 1, 0. 0, 1 lies in y-axis and 1, 0 lies in x-axis. So just plot the points and draw the line. And next we have to find the area which is to be shaded. So you have to give x and y as 0. So in the equation, in the linear inequality, x plus y greater than or equal to 1. So you got 0 greater than or equal to 1. So it's not correct. So you'll shade the region above the line. So it's how shown in the graph. You have to shade the region above the line. Then next linear inequality is that x minus y greater than or equal to 0. Sorry, x minus y less than or equal to 0. So you have to make the linear inequality into linear equality. And then you have to find the value of x and y. Give x as 0, then you got y value as 0. Then give y value as 2, and you got x as 0. So the points are 0, 0 and 2, 2. There's a difference in this linear inequalities that this line passes through the origin. So when you give to find the area which is to be shaded, you have to give x value as 1 and y value as 0. So in the linear inequality, x minus y less than or equal to 0. And then you got the region which is to be shaded is left side of the line. You have to shade. And at last the graph, you will get as like a triangle, but it's not actually a triangle. So this darker region is considered to be the region which represents a given inequality. Thank you.
Okay, Aditya. Yeah. Okay. Very good. You did it well. Okay. You made this okay graph. I was thinking about how you will be presenting and all. Okay, but you did well. Okay. Very good. Yes or no, children? Huh? Okay, she presented it well. Okay, you have taken one equation, you have drawn 3 graphs, and from the 3 graphs, you are giving the final conclusion. Very good. So, children, she explains how to find the how to shade the region when the line passes through the origin. Is it clear? Is it clear for you? Hmm? Aditya, very good. Now next, Anila, are you ready? Yes. Okay. Yes, Anila, you can start.
Good evening. Today I'm going to be presenting a seminar on solving linear inequalities graphically. So the question is, solve the following system of inequalities graphically. X plus 5 is less than or equal to 6 and x plus y is greater than or equal to 4. So the first step to solve this problem is to consider the inequations as strict equations. So we get x plus y is equal to 6 and x plus y is equal to 4. The next step is to find the points on coordinate axis for the equation x plus y is equal to 6. When x is 0, we get y is equal to 6, and when y is 0, we get x is equal to 6. And for for the equation x plus y is equal to 4, when we take x as 0, we get y as 4, and when we take y as 0, we get x as 4. The third step is to plot the graph of both the equations. This is the equation. This is the graph we get from the first equation. The next step in order to obtain the shaded region, which is the actual solution, we should take a point 0, 0, that is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So substituting it in both of the equations, we get x plus y is less than or equal to 6, and that is 0 plus 0 is less than or equal to 6, which is true. So we shade it inwards towards the origin. And for the next equations, when we take x plus y is greater than or equal to 4, that is 0 plus 0 is greater than or equal to 4, that which is false, so we shade it outwards, thus forming the required answer. And the shaded region is the solution for the inequality. Thank you.
Okay, children. Anila, you also did well. But what you can do is you can make it as an interactive session. You can ask some questions like that. You can do. Okay, one question you have selected, so you can make it. You can tell them to answers. Okay, you can ask some questions like that. You find what is the value of x, what is the value of y, like that. You can make it as interactive session. Okay. Others, those who are listening here, prepare it accordingly in the next work whenever you are given with assignment and all. Okay, next topic and all. Prepare it accordingly. So Anila, very good. Okay, it's good. Okay, so in each topic you will be, in each chapter you will be getting some assignments. Okay, only 6 or 7 only are here, and you will be getting almost in all the chapters. You will be getting a repeated work, so that you will become very thorough with the content you are taking. Is or no? The topic you are taking, is it now clear for you, Aditya? Is or no, Anila, Aishwarya? Yes. Okay. So in this way, the next chapter, okay, we'll be doing this in differentiation also. That is what very important. Okay. So once we complete this linear inequality topic, we'll be starting with application of derivatives. In that part, each one will be taking one type of question. Okay, in application of derivative. That one I'll assign the topics next week. Let's complete this one and we can start with the next. Okay. So in the next class, learn what you have learned today. That is, just revise what are the different types of operations we have used. Make it thorough and come. Thank you, children.